Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about DCA versus going all in an investment. Now, DCA in dollar cost average might be very beneficial if you don't know what the performance of the stock is going to be over time. It allows you to just deploy capital and buy as many shares as you can over time. Versus going all in, which is very beneficial if you know for sure that the stock price is going to go up the minute that you enter that position. Well, when we compare these two strategies, there are a lot of pros and cons that we can have in consideration. But in this video, I want to present you with a third strategy, one that people often don't even consider. And that is using a financial contract called a call option that allows you to buy shares at a certain price right from the beginning. In today's video, we're going to be going through some numbers, and I think that the results at the end are going to be surprising to you. So stick around and let's come back right here to talk about the conclusion. Now here, once again, we have the three situations. We're going to be comparing DCA versus going all in versus buying a call. Now, for the purpose of this example, let's say we start with $1,000 worth of capital, and we are interested in purchasing a stock that is currently trading at $10 a share. Now, we're going to be exploring two situations. One, where the stock price goes from $10 all the way down to $1. And the next one, where the stock price goes from $10 to $19. So in the first case, we're going to be experiencing a drastic decrease in price. And in the second case, the stock price is going to be increasing drastically as well. Okay, so on the first situation, let's say we are DCAing. That means we are deploying the same amount of capital, say over a time period of 10 months. So each month, since we have $1,000, each month we're going to be deploying $100 to purchase stocks. Since the stock price is decreasing, so we're going from 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way to 1, we are purchasing more stocks every month. So the first month we purchased 10, the second month 11.1, the third month 12.5, all the way down to the last month where we actually purchased 100 shares of that stock. Now, let's remember that during that time, the share price went from $10 all the way to $1. So at the end of that period, with that 1,000 worth of capital that we have at the beginning, and we have been DCAing throughout those 10 months, we were able to accumulate 292.7 shares in our portfolio. Since we now own 292 shares and the stock price is currently trading at $1, that basically means that our portfolio value is now approximately $292. So again, we started with $1,000 and now we're all the way down to $292 for that portfolio value. Now, let's say that instead of doing the DCA route, we went all in. That means that at the beginning, when we had that $1,000 in our portfolio, we went all in. We purchased shares at $10. That was the price that they were trading at the beginning. And for that amount of money, we were able to buy 100 shares. So that means that now we own 100 shares, and those shares are currently trading at the end of that period, they're currently trading at $1, which means that at the end of that period, our portfolio value is going to be worth $100. So again, we went from $1,000 all the way to $100 because we have deployed all of our capital right at the beginning before the share price went down drastically. Now, let's say instead of doing the DCA route or the all-in route, we instead purchase a call. That means we bought a call option, and for this example, we're going to be comparing exactly the same situation. That means that we're going to be buying a call that is going to be expiring approximately in 10 months because we want to convert the same amount of time. that call is going to be trading, it's going to be at the money. That means that the strike price is going to be $10. Let's remember that the price at the beginning was trading at $10, the price of the shares. And the volatility for that call is going to be approximately 20%. Now, all of these factors that I'm mentioning here now, you can easily just go online and plug all these numbers in a Black-Scholes model calculator that you can find online. And you can play around with the numbers to see what are you going to get. But basically, that call that is going to expire 10 months from now, that is currently trading at the money, and the volatility is approximately 20%, will cost you $94. That means that from that $1,000 in capital that we have, we're going to be deploying $94 to buy that call option. Now, at the end of those 10 months, now we know that the share price went from $10 to $1. So that call is going to be expiring worthless. That's it. It's not going to have any value because now our share price have come down dramatically, basically. But what that means is that we have only lost $94 worth of value in our portfolio. Why? Because we still have that $906 worth of cash that we have not used to purchase any stock. So right away, you can see that if we have gone the DCA route, we're going to have a portfolio value of $292. If we have purchased shares at the beginning, our portfolio would be $100. And if we have purchased the call, our portfolio would have been now $906. So with the option of buying a call, even though the share price went down from $10 to $1, that is like 90% loss in value, you can see that with the call, we only lost a very small portion of our portfolio value. Now, let's see the situation where the shares increase in price. So again, here we are looking at the DCA route. Every month we're deploying $100 worth of capital to buy stock. Since the share price is going up from $10 to $19, we are buying less and less stock every month. But we are happy because the share price are increasing. That means our portfolio value is increasing. And at the end of those 10 months, we were able to accumulate 71.85 shares. And at a price of $19, our portfolio value is $1,365. So that's a very nice increase from $1,000. Now let's see what happens if we went all in right at the beginning. We wouldn't be purchasing 100 shares with that $1,000. At the end of those 10 months, owning those 100 shares still, and now each share have a worth value of $19. Basically, our portfolio value would be worth $900 or $1,900, so $1,900. That is also a very nice increase from the $1,000 worth of capital that we have at the beginning. Now, let's see what happens when we, instead of doing the DCA model and the going all-in model, we instead purchase a call option. Now, these call options have the same factors that I explained before. So basically, we are buying an at-the-money call option. That means the strike price is the same as what the share price is trading at right now. That call is going to expire in 10 months because we want to compare the same amount of time, and we're assuming a volatility of 20%. Now again, that call would be worth $94 at the beginning, but since the share price went up so significantly, that call will also be increasing in value, even though it's losing time value. Why? Because it is basically gaining value as the share price increase. And at the end of those 10 months, this call have a delta of 1, meaning that it's trading in the same way that the shares trade. So it makes no difference if you own the call versus that if you own the shares. So at the end of those 10 months, that call would be worth $901. So with the cash position that we have not used, which is $906, our portfolio would be worth $1,807, as you can see. Now, as you can see in these two scenarios, buying the call option was always the best choice. In the first scenario, where the share price went from $10 to $1, and when the investment didn't go our way, we only put a small portion of our portfolio at risk, and we were able to keep the majority of our portfolio value in cash, meaning that we didn't risk that majority of that portfolio value. In the second option, where the share price went from $10 to $19, with the call option, we were still able to reap the benefits of the share increasing in price over time. And therefore, we are able to still increase the value of our portfolio overall without risking all of it. So there you have it. The next time that you are considering DCA versus going all in, buying a call might just be your best choice. I'll see you on the next video, and thank you very much for watching.